Well, do I ever think that family doctors were born to be mentors? And I think it's because of the very nature of what we do in our clinical work. As everybody knows, family medicine is relationship-centered, and it's also about continuity of relationships over time. And we have this generalism about us that I think makes us highly adaptable when dealing with uncertainty and a broad range of circumstances. Well, to me, those are the qualities for a mentor. The other thing is that many of our faculty, if not almost all, have such a deep passion for our discipline. So when somebody comes to you needing mentoring, it's hard not to get very enthused and to A, contribute to the discipline, but also B, contribute to their career development.
What's unique about mentoring in our department, and perhaps in the faculty, hopefully in other departments, is that the mentoring is not done to promote the self-interest of the university or the curriculum. It's done to promote the welfare in the end and best interest of, first, patients who we serve, and secondly, learners at all levels, and finally, and in this order, the faculty member themselves. It's not to increase the profit margin or the profile of the department or our competitive edge compared to other departments. And I think that is a core fundamental distinction between mentoring in an academic family medicine department in particular compared to any other sector in society.
I think one of the things that's different from business in general is that in business there's often a kind of a Svengali approach to it, that you're trying to identify a rising star and create a path for that person. Number one, the paths aren't as obvious or clear-cut in family medicine, and the ability to create a path for somebody is actually not there. People really do need to motivate themselves. So it's different from business mentoring in that way. And it's quite literally impossible to do things like pick a successor. People can be groomed to a certain degree, but a number of the processes that universities and hospitals have means that there's always a selection committee or a process for doing it.
Our department is nicely set up, I think, in its regionally organized way, so that there are small enough groupings at the sites that the connections between mentors and mentees can be very strong. We also have many opportunities in our cross-departmental committees for mentors, whether they're chairs of committees or leads of programs, to identify those people who they would like to, who they see as proteges, who they'd like to take under their wing, who they identify as, maybe being articulate, clear-thinking, prepared to move forward and take on greater responsibility. That's a terrific opportunity for junior faculty, that is to get involved in some of the committee work that's cross-departmental, to be identified as potential future leaders, and then to connect with mentors. So the opportunities are there. I think that many of our mid-level and senior faculty recognize their responsibility to mentor, and so they will, in a somewhat deliberate way, go out and offer support and guidance to those whom they identify as having real potential. At the local level, there really is plenty of opportunity. It's the chief's responsibility to serve a mentoring role, even for people that they don't necessarily consider themselves to be effectively able to mentor. In many cases, the people who we are asked to take on in a mentoring relationship, simply because we may be offering them an appointment in the department, are individuals who may be senior to ourselves and more experienced. But surprisingly, those individuals are still looking for support and encouragement and some guidance and advice, because there's not enough of that around, and an objective individual who's maybe been through some of this can really offer something to them. So local level, centrally, there's plenty of opportunity in our department to create mentoring or mentor-mentee relationships.
Yeah, I think we have an amazing, dynamic, supportive faculty here. For such a large faculty, this is an amazing, great place to work in. There's so many opportunities to broaden your scope of practice and find like-minded people who want to contribute to improving healthcare for our patients and for our learners. That's what makes it fantastic to be here.
I'm not aware of any other department in the Faculty of Medicine here or anywhere else that has a mentorship network like we have and as you have developed. And the way it's been done has, again, I think, been kind of consistent with the values of people who choose family medicine as careers. So it's been organic, I would say. You've provided some structure, but the process has been organic. People self-identify themselves as wanting to mentor others or needing to be mentored. The relationships occur naturally. And when I attend the group events that the Mentorship Network have, I'm absolutely thrilled to see the people who show up, because I think they're some of the most interesting, remarkable, caring, compassionate people I know in our profession.
I think the most obvious thing to me is that mentoring is not something that happens merely by chance in our department. It's been actively encouraged and valued here. We have a mentorship network, we have a newsletter. It's something that is there every day for us to ponder. And I think that mentors come in all shapes and sizes and have all sorts of experiences. And the emphasis on mentoring in our department, I think, has made some staff view themselves as mentors for the first time in their lives. The mentors I have had along the way were not just colleagues in medicine, but school teachers, people in administration and nursing, to name a few. And I guess the sheer number of people in our department means that there will be a plethora of wonderful mentors. They just need to know they can be, and people need to find them.